it soften your bones. Exhale the weight of the world's endless tones. Time turns to liquid, the air wraps you tight. A dance with the stillness that cradles the night. Ticking fades to a murmurous sigh. The seconds dissolve like stars in the sky. Your chest rises, falls, a tide inward drawn, anchoring you to the pulse of the dawn. Breathe slow, breathe deep, let the chaos unwind. The universe hums in the space you'll find. No race to be won, no mountain to climb, just rhythm and silence suspended in time. Breathe slow, breathe deep, let the chaos unwind. The universe hums in the space you'll find. No race to be won, no mountain to climb, just rhythm and silence suspended in time. The wind joins your lungs in its migratory song, a duet of patience where all fears belong. With every release, you're lighter unbound, a feather adrift in the stillness you found. Breathe slow, breathe deep, let the chaos unwind. The universe hums in the space you'll find. No race to be won, no mountain to climb, just rhythm and silence suspended in time. Breathe slow, breathe deep, let the chaos unwind. The universe hums in the space you'll find. No race to be won, no mountain to climb, just rhythm and silence suspended in time. The sands shift their shape, yet their essence remains. A mirror reflecting both joy and our pains. The stars keep their vigil, their stories untold. A tapestry ancient, yet brilliantly bold. You're small as a grain, yet you fill the whole sky. The desert demands us, that limits our lives. The stars keep their vigil, their stories untold. A tapestry ancient, yet brilliantly bold. You're small as a grain, yet you fill the whole sky. The desert reminds us that limits our life.
The rails hum a ballad of journeys long past, through fields draped in fog where the memories last. The whistle's a sigh for the miles we've outgrown, a lullaby sung to the seeds we've sown. The compartments are empty, the seats cracked with age, yet the rhythm persists like a ghost on the page. The conductor's long gone, but the engine still churns, a relic of fires that eternity burns. Windows frame landscapes that flicker and fade, fleeting forever in the tracks we've laid. The train whispers softly, let go, let it be. The past is a shadow, the future's yet free. At each weathered station, the platform stands bare, a monument built to the souls who once dared. The tickets are faded, the timetable's dust, but the journey continues for those who still trust. Windows frame landscapes that flicker and fade, are fleeting forever in the tracks we've laid. The train whispers softly, let go, let it be. The past is a shadow, the future's yet free.
Drift of the void, where stardust embraces the dreams we've deployed. The cosmos sings softly in frequencies low, your mind. There's signals like fireflies trailing behind. Your body a vessel unshackled, untethered, a leaf on the solar winds, weightless and weathered. Flow through the questions, let answers take flight. In infinite night, even shadows hold the light. We're fragments of wonder, adrift but aligned. The galaxy cradles what chaos defined. The Milky Way stitches its silvery thread, a quilt for the lonely, a map for the dead. Here in the vastness, your worries seem small, a speck in the grandeur that cradles us all. The snow wraps the world in a blanket of white, a lullaby sung through the long Arctic night. The bear in its den, the fox in its lair, the earth dreams in rhythms too deep to declare. The lake's frozen surface holds bubbles in stasis, a museum of moments paused in their basis. The trees stand like skeletons, stripped yet unbowed, their roots drinking deeply from silence and doubt. Hibernate, darling, let stillness prevail, for spring always follows the frost's icy tail. The cold's not eternal, the dark's not your foe. Rest now, awaken when sunlight says go.
its way to melt winter's frown. The ink spills its secrets in ribbons of night, a ballet of darkness where chaos meets light. The water embraces the swirls as they bloom, a fleeting mandala dissolving too soon. The brush dips and quivers a maestro's deft hand, yet control is illusion as grains of sand. The droplets ripple, forge their own destined path, a lesson in letting go, avoiding wrath. Let go of control, let the currents redesign, for beauty emerges where edges entwine. The mess is a masterpiece waiting to rise, a lesson in patience disguised as demise. The vial now empty, the page stained and worn, but art isn't crafted, it's chaos reborn. So cherish the spills, the mistakes, the unrest, for perfection's a prison, but flaws suggest.
The saxophone sighs in the dim candle's glow, a waltz with the shadows that sway to and fro. The bass line walks softly, the snare brushes air. A midnight romance with no need to declare. The jukebox spins vinyl with scratches and hits, a soundtrack for lovers who cling to a kiss. The smoke curls like questions between me and you, a language unspoken yet achingly true. Dance slow, dance close, let the silence prescribe a language unspoken, a tacit vibe. The night's our companion, the music our guide. In darkness we find where the light tries to hide. The dawn may intrude with its harsh glaring rays, but tonight we're immortal in this smoky haze. So sway while the shadows grow long on the wall, for nothing exists but this dance, this throne.
Ticks lose their rhythm, the hands start to sway, a dance of the timeless in lights of decay. The clock's iron grip melts to liquid and gold, a surrender to moments too precious to hold. The pendulum droops like a wilted rose stem, its metronome heartbeat now ragged and dim. The gears rust to dust, yet their purpose survives, to teach us that deadlines are thieves of our lives. Let minutes strip slowly like wax from a flame, for urgency fades when we shed its cold claim. The past pulls in puddles, the future's a stream. Now's all that exists in this dolly-like dream. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. glass fractures, its sands run unbound, a river of seconds that no one has found. So stretch on the sofa of eternity's couch. The clock's only real when we choose to count.
The silk hugs the flame, painting dusk in gold strokes, a fragile defiance of night-shadowed cloaks. The lanterns ascend, carrying wishes aloft, a fleet of small hopes in the darkness so soft. The brush drips its ink on the rice paper's face, a dance of bold characters, elegant grace. The candle inside flickers, nervous yet proud, a beacon for dreamers lost in the crowd. Let your light be a whisper, not embers that scream, for gentleness outshines the fiercest beam. The night's not a void, it's a canvas, a friend, where paper and fire teach how darkness can mend. Let your light be a whisper, not embers that scream, for gentleness outshines the fiercest beam. The night's not a void, it's a canvas, a friend, where paper and fire teach how darkness can mend. The wind tries to snuff them, yet still they persist. A lesson in courage wrapped in thin, frail mists. For even the smallest of flames can inspire to pierce through the black with undying fire. Let your light be a whisper, not embers that scream, for gentleness outshines the fiercest beam. The night's not a void, it's a canvas, a friend, where paper and fire teach how darkness can mend. Let your light be a whisper, not embers that scream, for gentleness outshines the fiercest beam. The night's not a void, it's a canvas, a friend, where paper and fire teach how darkness can mend.
storm leaves its tears on the leaves' tender skin, a baptism of droplets where new life begins. The thunder's last murmur, a distant goodbye. The earth breathes in relief 'neath a cleansed sky. The worms wriggle upward, the snails paint their trails. The world's imperfections now veiled in soft veils. The puddles hold galaxies inverted and bright, a universe captured in reflections of light. After the rain, there's a hush in the air, a world washed in wonder, unburdened and bare. The sun cracks the clouds with a hesitant smile, a promise that trials are fleeting, yet worthwhile. Brief arc is a bridge to the past, where storms are just preludes to peace that will last. So wade through the mud, let your boots gather stains, for growth follows tempests and joy follows pains. The sky dons its ribbons of emerald and rose, celestial ballet that few will behold. The northern winds carry a joy's ancient cry, a hymn to the dance between earth and the sky. Electric, neat ribbons of light, a spectacle forged in the furnace of night. The reindeer stand silent, their breath crystallized, witnesses frozen yet fully mesmerized. Tight in their glow, a reminder that magic still exists here below. The night's not just darkness, it's prism, it's song, a bridge between realms where we all belong. 'Cause
arms around the silence we keep, a sanctuary found where the quiet runs deep. The wick's fragile glow paints the walls with its grace, a flickering portrait of time and of space. The smoke curls like questions too vague to define, a language of embers that needs no hard line. Alone is it lonely when peace is your guest, a refuge where weary hearts gently rest. Let the candles soft flicker, mend what's unseen. The dark holds a light where the soul can convene. The matchstick's brief spark is a metaphor true, that brilliance can rise from what's humble and few. So sit with the silence, let stillness impart the wisdom that flickers in flame and in heart.
The music box twirls with a tune slightly worn, a teddy bear's ear where the decades are born. The chalk marks on sidewalks, the swing's rusty creak, a lexicon written in memories meek. The attic holds treasures, a kite torn, a doll, a jar full of fireflies, faint whispers of all the summers that slip through our fingers like sand. Now grains in an hourglass, none can command. Innocence isn't lost, it just learns to hide in the cracks of our laughter, the tears we've denied. The child still resides where the light's soft and mild, in the echoes of wonder that time never filed. The hopscotch grid fades, but its squares still remain, a blueprint for joy in the heart's hidden terrain. So dig through the dust, find that spark unassigned, The past is a compass, not chains that bind.
The city exhales as the night slips away. Streetlights dissolve into soft shades of gray. Footsteps forgotten, the pavement lies still, a canvas of quiet where the dawn works its will. A newspaper tumbles, a ghost of the day, while cafe chairs huddle in mute disarray. The fog hugs the alleys, a lover's embrace, erasing the rush, leaving no hurried trace. Empty streets whisper tales yet untold. In the silence a symphony quietly unfolds. Hold this moment, let the calm be your guide. The world wears its peace like a slow rising tide. First lantern spills gold on the bricks, a promise of warmth in the dawn's gentle mix. For an hour the chaos is muted, deferred, the city's soft heartbeat is all that's heard. Empty streets whisper tales yet untold. In the silence a symphony quietly unfolds. Hold this moment, let the calm be your guide. The world wears its peace like a slow rising tide.
Close the books, darling, let the numbers dissolve. The what ifs and maybes are not to absolve. The stars aren't judging, the moon's keeping score. Just whispers of light from a faraway shore. The clock's hands are tired, their circles unspun. The equations you've scribbled outnumber the sun. But sleep's gentle fingers will comb through your mind, leaving tangles of logic and deadlines behind. You're more than the thoughts that cloud your night sky. The doubts are just embers, not flames burning high. Let sleep be the harbor, your breath be the key. The tide always brings you back home to the sea. The pillow's a cloud where your world blanket, a shield from the world's endless test. For tonight, let the numbers all fade into mist. The answers you seek don't exist in a list.
The pages turn softly in dust-laden air, a labyrinth of stories that whisper, take care. The librarian shadow, a guardian discreet, a curator of tales where the past and present meet. On parchment so thin, reveal hidden truths where the light hasn't been. The shelves stretch to nowhere, their contents unknown. A cathedral of wisdom in silence alone. Midnight's a threshold where knowledge takes wing, where silence and wisdom judgments, the shelves never lie. In their quiet embrace, the soul learns to fly.
mountains hold their secrets in lichen and time, where roots cradle echoes of love's gentle climb. The brook murmurs names in its watery hymn, a requiem softened by twilight's dim. The ferns arch their spines to the drizzle's caress, cathedral of green where the lost find redress. The deer treads so softly, her breath a faint steam, a guardian of pathways that exist only in dreams. Let grief be a garden where tenderness grows, where moss paints the path only stillness knows. The earth never rushes, the trees never plead. Teach us to bend, yet stand tall in our need. The seasons may weather the rock's ancient face, but decay is just beauty reborn in this place. For what's left forgotten still cradles the light, a sanctuary hidden in plainest of sight. The mist wears the peak like a bright silver veil, a slow dance of patience where the sky meets the trail. The pines disappear, but their scent lingers near, a reminder that absence is nothing to fear. Cliffs wear their wrinkles like elders' wise eyes, their stoic endurance a map to the skies, the fog's gentle fingers erase every scar, rewriting the landscape as if from afar. Let the fog wrap you close, blur the edges of time, where horizons dissolve and the chaos unwinds. The mountains stand silent, yet loudly they preach. Be still as the stone, yet vast as the reach. The eagle's cry pierces the blanket of white, a reminder that clarity follows the night. For now, let the mist be your shelter, your shroud. The peaks will emerge when the sun's strong and
The tide draws its breath on a moonlit shore, where the waves carve their tails on the sand's open floor. Seagrass sways gently, a dancer's slow spin, and the salt on your skin is where peace weakens. The depths hold their secrets in coral and shell, a kingdom of shadows where skies wide and clear, a requiem for worries that vanish out here. Let the foam kiss your feet as the shoreline extends. The sea's endless mercy is where sorrow ends.
Break waves into sand, let the pebbles align. Each groove tells a story where chaos and order entwine. The wind strums the bamboo, a hymn low and sweet, a lesson in balance where stillness and motion meet. The gravel's soft crunch is a mantra in time, a rhythm repeated to silence the mind. The stones stand as sentinels, weathered and wise, their silence a sermon beneath open sky. Perfection's illusion, the gravel reveals. In asymmetry's grace, the true peace congeals. The garden's not waiting, it's already whole. A mirror reflecting the calm in your soul. The cherry blossoms fall, yet their purpose survives to teach us that beauty persists through